Hello everyone, Helen here and welcome. Today I am going to show you how I made this super fun monster birthday card. It is a mini slimline card, and so let's get started. So I'm bringing in the monster birthday stamp set, the Mini Slim Pickens 1 die, and the OMG Word and Shadow die. I'm also bringing in the Salty Ocean, Twisted Citron, and Spun Sugar Distress Oxide inks, and here are the images that I'll be coloring. I am using my Copic colors to color my images today. I like to color my images in a very simple way. I try to think like how I used to color back then as a child. So that's kind of like my mindset when I color. So for my darkest, it's YG09. My mid-tone is YG07. And what I like to do is I like to outline my image, and then I go back with my mid-tone and try to smooth that out. And then for my lightest tone, I picked YG06. So the colors that I chose for my images were inspired by Sesame Street. I just tried to think what kind of colors their monsters have. So I tried to pick bright, happy, and vibrant colors that would stand out. And I really think this green really stands out nicely. And then I went back over with my darkest color just so I can define the darkest areas. And now we're going to color the other monster. I was thinking, oh, this guy looks like, I guess, Cookie Monster. So I chose blue. And so my darkest is B24. And I'm just outlining right under his mouth, right around his hands and his body, as well as right above his feet. And then for my mid-tone, I chose B23. And if you notice, when I'm coloring, I just try to go thin with my dark, and then I'll go over that with my mid-tone, and I try not to cover up the whole image with my darkest tone because I just like the way the lightest tone looks with it. And so for my lightest is B21. So I won't be coloring the cake right next to this monster because I'll actually be coloring the bigger cake down there, and I'm going to put it right on top of that slice of cake. So I'm not worried about coloring that right now. And while I'm coloring my images, I just want to read some of the sentiments that comes with this stamp set. And I love, like, it's just so funny, and I love how Whimsy puts a lot of sentiments on their stamp sets because it just makes it more fun to create more cards with it. So some of the sentiments reads: Happy Boo Day, hugs, monster need cake, and then wow, and then just happy cake day, it's scary how old you are, and monster hugs. So I'm thinking the wow or the just would probably be just happy boo day or just hugs or something like that. Just monster hugs. I don't know, but you can play around with it. And it also comes with another monster. It looks like a dinosaur to me. And there's another monster stamp set that kind of looks like this one too. And so it's really fun to mix and match these characters together to create different types of cards. So as you can see, I already went ahead and colored my other monster pink, and now I'm gonna color the cake. And I picked the same pinks, and just so the monster and the cake won't look the same, I picked the mid-tone and the lightest tone to color the cake. And as you can see, it just looks like a different blend. And then I chose just one color for the cake itself, which is YR0000. And then for the inside of the hat, B21, I didn't blend that with another color. I just think it looks nice that way. And my favorite color, my favorite flavor of cake is actually just plain vanilla. So leave me in the comment section below, what's your favorite cake flavor? I also do like red velvet, but my favorite is vanilla with buttercream frosting. That's my favorite. Okay, so now we're going to heat emboss the party hats on my mini slimline card base here, and I'm just scattering these hats all over. I did make sure to use my powder tool so that any static will come off. And so I just sprinkled that with some white embossing powder, as well as some leftover cardstock from when I die cut my Mini Slim Pickens die. So now I'm going to go ahead and heat set this. And the sentiment I chose is, "It's scary how old you are," because I think that sentiment goes really well with the OMG and the expressions on, of course, the monsters' faces with the OMG and, of course, the monsters being there. And so now I'm taking my blue, I'm ink blending that, and then for the center I chose spun sugar. Now it would be really fun to create a shaker card with this, but I opted to do a ink blended background because I thought it would be fun to ink blend. I love ink blending and doing the emboss resist technique. So here are all the elements that I've gone ahead and die cut, fussy cut, and I've gone ahead and also put some 1/8 inch foam tape behind my Mini Slim die cardstock there. And I'm just centering this as you can see, I chose colors that are the same colors as my monsters. And now I'm going to go ahead and adhere the OMG letters on my shadow. And what I love about this shadow die is how plump, plump, that's a way to describe it, right? Plump, and actually I just like how big it is, and then like the words just kind of get smaller, if that makes any sense. It's very different. It's just, it adds a lot of character to your card. So that's what I like about it. It has a lot of character to the die. And then as you can see, I've gone ahead and put my cake right on top of the slice of cake, and then I'm placing my monsters where I want them to go. And I find it easier that if I eyeball where my monsters are going to go, I can go ahead and pop my put my dimensionals right behind the monsters. That way I'm not like constantly checking, oh, is it going to go here, is it going to go here? So it's just easy to eyeball it when I place my monsters there. And then for my word, I'm putting the dimensionals right at the bottom of that, and then I'm just going to glue the rest. So as you can see here, the OMG die will slightly go to the left, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue the top part of my OMG, and I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backing of those foam tapes there. I also placed my monsters with their matching colors. So my blue monster went on the blue background and so on. I also try to pay attention to their height. So if they're like, I don't know, just with the height thing, it just looks good with the shortest monster in the middle, if that makes any sense. You can either put the tall monster on the left and right, but I just really like their placement right there. I don't know. It kind of works. And then I did cut around my sentiment and trim that down and put it at the bottom right. And I'm going to put a party hat on the green monster. And then all that's left to do is to put some embellishments on this. So I got some of this pink clay hearts from my stash, and I'm going to go ahead and scatter this around. I think pink will stand out. That's why I chose pink. You could also choose yellow. I just chose pink. So that finishes up the card, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. I hope you'll give this a try, and this gives you some inspiration with this super fun stamp set. For more Whimsy Stamps inspiration, you can visit us on the links down below. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.